Today we're going to be doing a review on the Milwaukee Track Saw. Picked this up a couple months ago. I've only used it a couple times, so we wanted to do a review on it. Got the kit with the 2 tracks and all the accessories. I'm going to be using a 6.0 battery for this. And I'm also going to be connecting it, or trying to connect it, to the Festool vacuum. So we'll see how that goes, and we're going to be cutting a bunch of butcher block. So it's about 1.5 inches thick. It's a little bit more tougher stuff than if you were to just cut like 3/4 plywood or something. So we'll be putting it to the test and seeing how it goes. Let's get to it. So we were able to fit the Festool hose right inside of the track saw. So we'll see how this works. What's nice about these tracks is it's grippy enough that you almost don't even need clamps. I didn't put any clamps on here, so I'm going to give that a shot. Like I said, this is a 6.0 battery. Some of the features on this took a little bit to get used to. When it's on lock, on this inside, when it's on lock, it will actually plunge, but then it'll lock down. To get it to come back up, you need to move it to unlock. And then when it's on unlock, it won't go down unless you hit this trigger on your thumb. Then it'll go down and it'll plunge like a regular saw. So some of that takes a little getting used to. So we're going to cut this butcher block. It's about 1.5 inches thick, and we're going to see how this handles it. One more quick tip: if it's a brand new track saw, you have not used it yet, 2 things you're going to want to do. First, before you use the track saw on cutting any sort of material, you're going to want to just put it off the ledge of something, of a table, and you actually use the track saw and you're going to cut this rubber strip. That's the only thing you're going to cut the first time going down it, and that's going to give you exactly where your saw is going to be. And before you do that, you're going to want to use these 2 knob adjusters, and what that does is that's going to tighten how tight it is to the track so that it doesn't have any wobble to it. So as I moved my track off my marks. So those are 2 things you're going to want to do before you make your first fine cut where you want it to be perfect. So yeah, let's give this a shot. So, since we're going to be ripping this piece of countertop, and that's what this stuff is being used for. This butcher block, we just finished a kitchen, and all this butcher block is going to be for the countertops. So this is going to be the island piece, but it is a little too wide. Being this long, I need both tracks. So here's your connector kit. So slide this together. Hopefully. I know a lot of people that just tighten 2. They don't actually go through and tighten them all, but I'm going to tighten them all right now. Right now I'm realizing that I didn't put this one in yet. So I'll have to slide it all the way in. I also know a lot of people that don't actually put both of them in. So, is it necessary? Probably not. Another thing I wanted to mention is I have used the Festool track saw, and I don't remember what model it was. I don't think it was their top model, but it did struggle with cutting something like thicker, like this. If you were to cut this with that track saw, you would have had to run it 2 passes, where this just did it in 1 pass. and it didn't even sound like the saw had any trouble at all. Could barely even tell I was cutting anything. It is a brand new blade, of course, but still can barely tell. Let me get the thing on my marks. All right, and we're gonna give this a cut. So to finish this video, overall, I really liked it. I kept saying it was a 6.0 battery, but apparently it was an 8.0 battery. It did drain saying 2 battery powers. The last cut that I was running, it was on 1, and it was kind of felt like it was lacking a little power, so it felt like it was about to die. So I mean, it's expected to chew up power, but yeah, I don't really have anything negative to say about it right now. I kind of liked everything so far. Some of the features, like I said, it was weird getting used to, you know, some of those features and locks on there. But yeah, no, all positive things. The blade in it was the blade that came in it. It was a fine finish. I believe it was like I think it was a 60 tooth, or no, a 40 something tooth, whatever one that comes with it. But yeah, I would recommend it.